right. That was a hell of a trip.
It was.
I'll say this. I hope you all learned something. I know you learned. If you didn't learn something, you need to go back and rewatch, okay? I'd look at, how we set things up in the beginning, and I told you the plan coming in, and looking for ways for capital improvements and value add opportunities, and how we research the market, and ways to lower expenses. And another key that you just mentioned that I think is critical was the number of deals that we saw while we were here, right?
Yeah, I mean, we took you, to 3 or 4 different places now, and I think it's important to know when you come out here, Tyler talks about planning, right? And the first parts that you guys go to, it's planning, putting everything down. We had our Evernote, we studied it, and so we could execute it. As when you don't have a plan of action ready, that you could spend 2 or 3 days here. What did we get in, late last night?
Late last night. Everything that you just watched has all happened in 5-hour span, tops. Yep. Planning is key. So when you come in, you want to maximize your time, right? See multiple properties. You'll see that we had our team here, right? We had Lisa, Greg, we had our regional manager, we had one of our property managers, on-site managers that came with. I guess you should consider an on-site manager. Yeah. With the lease audits, we have our team out here, right? Which, as you start to build teams, you're going to realize these people will love you, and they love you because you make them a lot of money, and you make them a lot of money because you know how to provide value. And you want to know how you know how to provide value? Because we freaking taught you how to provide value. No, and because you're just valuable sons of bees, okay? So I hope you learned something through the class, how to spot those value adds, how to think outside the box, how to be creative to get deals done, right? And to not leave dumpsters out in the middle of the damn parking lot, which, can you see this behind us by chance?
Yep.
So this is a B plus or B asset in a B area, and they have a dumpster. This is the first thing you see when you come in is the dumpster, guys. And they're still killing it, right? We will kill it more because we pay attention to the fine details. Anything else?
No, I'll tell you this. Those of you single parents are worried about time, though, right? Getting back to that is, luckily we have our team here, but you can get your management company, like you said.
Yep.
If you don't have a team here, that's all right. That management team is going to help you. But look, we got in last night. We're going to catch flights here in the next 3 hours, and we're out of here, right? So I'm able to get to my family. Tyler's got a long flight home, but that way I can get back to my property super quick. Back to my house pretty quick. So just one thing we leave off, man, just plan, man. Get help and plan efficiently.
So last thing that I want to talk about, Ryan and I were just talking about this, but I was talking about this with Brittany last night. We've been doing this for 6-7 years. We own thousands of units, but it's not even close to getting old. As I sit down and we come briefly to just drive through these. We didn't even get to walk them, just drive through. And I call Britt and I just tell her how excited I am, right, for these properties, because they're beautiful, great properties with so much potential. And maybe it'll get old down the road. I don't know, but I don't know about you. Maybe I shouldn't speak for you, but I'm nowhere even freaking close to getting old. Would you agree with that?
I'd agree. It's awesome to see. A lot of sellers get into it. Tyler was just talking about earlier is, for the money. When you put people first and you treat them the way you'd want to be treated, right? Not only does the community want that. I think that's my favorite part, man, is seeing how these the communities change, man, and how happy tenants get. They don't think about how much money they pay. We end up not thinking about how much money we make. You just see the tenants and how happy they are. And talking to on-site managers and seeing how they are changed, by the tenants. I think that's probably what makes it worth it.
Totally. And so that's what I want you to remember. This point right here is critical. It's what I want you to remember as you now go out to implement the things that you just learned. Because here's what's going to happen. It's inevitable as you're going to get that first deal, that law of the first deal, right? You're going to be met with challenges, and there's going to be points throughout that you think, shit. Tyler and Ryan made it seem so easy on that little video that they put together. This isn't easy. I can't do this. I can't. Ryan and Tyler must have some special trait. You know what our special trait is? Damn hard work, and that we know that the goals that we have, you continue to push forward. And here's the key, right? When you're about to accomplish that goal, that is when the universe will test you the most. Because what they're trying to do at that point, what the universe is trying to do at that point, is test you to see if you've learned throughout the process. All these things you've learned throughout the process, are you willing to now implement it, right? So as you're starting to feel that, double down, right? Push the gas pedal down. And when you do that, it brings back this full circle with what Ryan was talking about, improving the communities. When you improve something, everything around it changes, right? And when you improve yourself, this world we live in, I hear people all the time, especially at this moment, telling me how, cruel this world is. Our world is what we make of it. It is our job to nourish the worlds that we live in. And our worlds will become better or worse, and our properties will become better or worse, depending on if we become better or worse. When we become better, everything around us becomes better. When our properties become better, everything around those become better. The people, the employees, the investors that are invest in that. So push the gas pedal down, believe in yourselves that you can do it, and then...
I got one. Right, I'll tell you this. Tyler always says, it's not I can't, it's what.
How can I? Dang it.
Right. For every, Greg said it earlier, and maybe I'm kind of rattling on, but he said, things aren't deal killers. I think one thing that we work really well at as a team is finding out solutions, not excuses, not why things can't happen. But you find a lot of operators out there that always give the reason of why something's not happening, right? COVID or the wall sunk or the parking lot has to be redone. No, it's figuring out the solutions and how to make deals work.
Do you know why that's the case though? This is not rambling. This is exactly how this needs to end. Is decisions. When we come in, here's where people struggle. They struggle to make a decision on a market. They struggle to make a decision on a property. There's a shitload of properties out there, good properties, phenomenal properties. but we doubt ourselves, right? So we don't make that decision. But when we make a decision to accomplish a goal, when we make a decision to acquire a property, we cut out everything else. If you focus on excuses or you focus on, you say, I can't, right? Then you start to see every objection and stumbling block and struggle and trial along the way. But when you make a decision that you're going to get it done, you start seeing opportunities everywhere. Opportunities with rent, opportunities with expenses, opportunities with improving the community, opportunities to pick up another property across the street, opportunities to grow, man. But you have to make a decision to grow. You have to make a decision to close a property. And when you make a decision, that is just the starting point. The journey that will take you down is a beautiful journey, but you have to make a decision. Have to make a decision.
Yeah, I think for every action, there's a reaction, right? And that reaction could either be you're going to close on a property and do it, right? Maybe that doesn't make sense. Or, it's like that 46 unit, man. So many people pass up on it because they didn't look at it, man. The reaction would have been, we're doing it. We're going to make a ton of money off of it. And the other people that pass up on it, man, they pass up on, a couple $1 million. I mean, we did, just the comps in the area, man. It's almost $1 million on a small property, and that's the reaction of not doing something, of not taking action. So, I think it's important to look at that.
I'm excited for y'all. I'm so glad that you were along for this trip because you saw a lot, man. You saw a whole bunch of different properties, but you saw so many different types of properties and ways to go about it. I'm excited for y'all. Give us some feedback. Let us know if you would like to learn anything different. Let us know if there's something that you think we missed that we can help with, and keep us posted on the progress, okay? Aloha. Wish the best for all of you.
All right.
You didn't even give him
aloha. There you go. I'm not from Hawaii.
Come on, man.
Yeah, all right. Editor out.
Thanks, guys. Sweet.